Kristen at Cooking in the County, and today I'm gonna make some chicken nachos in the crock pot. This cannot get any easier. You're gonna throw this in the crock pot and you're not gonna worry about it for at least another 4 to 6 hours. We'll test it up. I've got some cupcakes I've got to make today, and I'll take you on that little journey in a little bit. So I wanted to get some stuff in the crock pot so I don't have to worry about supper tonight. This is much easier for me, so I can concentrate on my cupcakes, but I also know my family's gonna have food to eat at the end of the day. So, real quick ingredients. Here's a list of ingredients you're gonna need to make these crock pot chicken nachos. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need at least 2 pounds of chicken, a crock pot, some taco seasoning, a couple cans of Rotelle tomatoes, some of your favorite cheese. I have jalapeno jack, and I'm gonna use some sharp cheddar as well. You need some brown sugar. Of course, you're gonna need your chips, some lettuce, an onion, some tomato, and it's not pictured here, but some sour cream as well. Also, I add a little bit of onion powder and also some granulated garlic. Okay, first thing we're gonna use is some chicken. Now, I have always been using the Schwan's chicken. I love the Schwan's chicken. I use that in my business and my meals, but it's becoming very difficult to get now. That's another reason why I had to kind of reevaluate my business, because I wasn't able to get the quality of ingredients that I wanted because of the state of the world right now. So my husband was looking online and he found this place called Wild Forks. We like it. I don't like it as well as Schwan's, but this is what we're gonna use for today for our chicken nachos. Now this is a 2.5 pound bag. The recipe calls for 2 pounds. As I've always said, it's your kitchen, you do you. I'm throwing all 2.5 pounds in here, okay? And it's frozen. I use frozen chicken in my crock pot all the time. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you don't feel comfortable using frozen chicken, don't use frozen chicken. I'm not telling you this is what you have to do. I'm just telling you what I do, okay? So I'm throwing all this chicken in this crock pot. Okay? My chicken at my crock pot, I always turn it on before I start doing all my stuff. I like for it to be heated. I don't know why. It's just me. So chicken. It's gonna go quick, guys. Chicken. You need 2 cans of the Rotelle diced tomatoes and chilies. I only have 1. So guess what I'm gonna do? I only have 1 can in my pantry. I'm gonna use another can of diced tomatoes, and I had some chilies. Same thing, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. You have to just look through your closet in your pantry and just say, I don't have everything they need for the recipe, but I have this and this and this, and that can work too. So that's what I do all the time. I'm gonna take a packet of taco seasoning, any packet that you like. Everybody has different flavors, different tastes. I'm just gonna sprinkle that all on top. Okay. I'm gonna add a little extra garlic. This is granulated garlic. I like it better than garlic salt or garlic powder. Why, I don't know. I just feel like it has different flavors, a different intensity of flavor is a better way of saying it. I'm also gonna add a little bit of onion powder. Okay. And as always, my house seasoning, salt, pepper, and a little more garlic, okay? And I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of brown sugar just to kind of offset a little bit of that saltiness, but give you a little bit of sweet too. But for me, I cannot have lots of sugar, so I am using a brown sugar replacement, but obviously you use your regular brown sugar. But I wanna eat this tonight, so I'm adding my brown sugar replacement. This is Swerve, and it's just like a brown sugar. It's so cool. Okay, 1 tablespoon. And we're just gonna mix it up just a little bit. You're gonna put the cover on this, and you're gonna let this in your crock pot. I always cook my stuff on high. 6 hours, okay? get all of my vegetables and everything all set up and ready and done. So when it's supper time, I don't have to feel rushed. Everybody can just grab their food and eat once everybody gets home. So for my chicken nachos, I'm gonna do lettuce, some red onion, and tomato. So I'm gonna cut that all up right now. I like my lettuce really kind of as thin as I can get it. So I'm just gonna prep this up, put it in my cute little thingy so they can all get their stuff, get their nachos after a long day of work. And everybody's happy. Okay, there's our lettuce. You can make these into like tacos. Put it in a taco shell, put it in a soft burrito shell. That would be yummy. You do you. Put them on chips, put it in a wrap, do what you want. I'm just giving you a little bit of an idea of what you can do, and then you can go from there. I'm gonna cut up a little bit of red onion. We really like red onion here for some reason. Not sure why, we just do. So we're just gonna cut this up. Got a couple flavors of cupcakes I need to make today. I've got strawberry and Oreo and peanut butter. So I think that is going to be delicious and yummy, and they're always so fun to make. I will take you along that journey in a little bit to show you how I do it. Here's our onions. Probably shouldn't be hiding behind here, so you can see what I'm doing. And some tomatoes. And I know prepping ahead of time sometimes is annoying, but man, it feels good at the end of the day when everything's done and you don't have to do anything. Just sit and eat. I like to use more of a serrated knife for tomatoes. Just seems to cut them better. Not everybody here loves tomatoes, so I'm not gonna cut up a ton because it's just a waste. This should be enough though. Okay, these here. Now I'm gonna get my cheese. The recipe called for the Mexican flavored cheddar cheese. You can get that if you want. I like to shred my own cheese. I know I'm annoying, but you can absolutely just go and buy a bag of Mexican cheese and use that. I'm going to use for me, or use any cheese you want, what cheese you like on your nachos. I am using some jalapeno jack and some regular sharp cheddar because I love extra sharp cheddar for some reason. So I'm gonna do half of this block, shred it up. And then I'm gonna do half of the cheddar. We like lots of cheese here. This will give it a nice little spice. The Rotelle will give a good spice too, but this will be really yummy. Okay. And half a block of extra sharp. That'll give you probably about 2 cups of cheese, I believe. Just eyeball it, how much cheese you want. If you guys don't love cheese, don't put a ton of cheese. If you want a lot of cheese like us, get a lot of cheese. Pretty simple. Okay. There. All our prep work is done. We're just gonna add that to my little thingy here. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna put that on top at the end. Yum, yum. I'm really excited for this. Okay, we're gonna put some plastic wrap on it, put it in the refrigerator, and we'll dig it out when supper is ready. gonna go make some cupcakes, and then we're gonna come back to this tonight. We're gonna shred the chicken all up. We're gonna turn the oven on at 350. We're gonna put some chips out. We're gonna put the chicken on top of the chips, and we're gonna put cheese on top of that and let it melt. Put some sour cream, some tomatoes, some lettuce, and we're gonna have a feast. I think you guys are gonna love this. So we're gonna let this cook. I'm gonna go make some cupcakes. See you in about 4 to 6 hours. Okay, all my strawberry cupcakes are all baked. So now we're going to frost them. Now, I had to make strawberry frosting, Oreo frosting, and peanut butter frosting. So I had to make a lot. So I like to keep a damp paper towel on top of it just so it doesn't dry out. Buttercream can dry out sometimes. So that's why that's covered. But here is our strawberry buttercream. So delicious. I've got our strawberries for decoration that are going to be all on the top, are all washed and dried. So the next thing we have to do is fill our piping bag. We're just going to cut the tip off, put our tip in. I can't find my favorite tip. I don't know what happened to it. Knowing me, I most likely probably threw it away in one of the bags because my brain sometimes is not always on correctly. So I'm going to fill this bag up with some strawberry buttercream. So I have an order of just 4 strawberry. She's ordered 4 strawberry, 4 Oreo, and 4 peanut butter. So we're going to fill that order. And because I am a order, I don't have like a storefront. I just do this from home. So if you order that, I have a whole bunch left over to sell. So I will put that online and pray to God that I can sell all the rest. More likely than not, I have always been able to sell my extra cupcakes. I worry every single time that I'm not going to be able to, but I do most of the time. So I get really picky. I measure out my cupcakes every time, but sometimes they don't quite fill up, and that really bothers me. I don't know why. I like them to be like this, full. Okay, but whatever. They're just cupcakes. They taste amazing. Okay, so we're gonna decorate these ones first. Our chicken nacho meat is cooking and it smells so good. I've been smelling it all day. It smells so good. Okay, I hope you probably can't really see a whole lot, but I'm just going to push this and decorate these real quick. Cute. Let's see if you can see it. See how cute that is? Okay. So we're just gonna decorate these real quickly. Okay, now I'm on to my Oreo cupcakes, which is a chocolate cupcake with Oreo buttercream. So we're gonna decorate these. I'm using a different tip this time just to make it a little different. Those are done. So the next thing we have to do is melt a little chocolate ganache, which all that is heavy cream and chocolate chips. We're gonna melt some of that and we're gonna put a drizzle on the top of these. Clean out my piping bag here. Okay, so lastly, I have my chocolate ganache all nice and melted. It can be a little tricky to work with because it likes to run out very quickly. I think I'm going to get some parchment paper to put under this because it's gonna make a mess. last peanut butter with peanut butter Reese cups. That's nice. Okay. The last cupcake we're gonna do for the day is a chocolate cupcake with peanut butter buttercream with some chocolate ganache drip and a Reese cup on top, a mini Reese cup. So, just gonna decorate these. Those are finished. So I'm gonna get these packed up, get the stickers on them, and then in a little while it's gonna be time to check out our chicken nachos and get those start going for supper, since everybody will be coming home soon. Okay, we got about an hour before everybody gets home and it's time to eat. So this looks amazing. It smells amazing. See it? Looks so good. Chicken's cooked great. I did probably about 1 o'clock turn the lid like this a little bit because it was looking like it was getting really liquidy, and I want it liquidy but not too liquidy, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take 2 forks and I'm just gonna shred this chicken up just a little bit so it can get all the yummy sauce. Okay, and I'm gonna let this sit just before everybody gets home, because you're only gonna put it in the oven for about 10 minutes with the cheese on it. So your supper's pretty much already done. You just need 10 minutes in the oven when everybody's ready to eat. This looks so good. Okay. And we've already done our prep with our lettuce and tomatoes and onions, so we don't have to worry about that. So really, we're just gonna get this all to break up just a little bit. We're gonna throw this on our chips, put some cheese on it, put it in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes, just till the cheese melts. And then it's gonna be time to eat. I cannot wait to have it. Look at that. All shredded. I'm gonna put it on low at this point because I feel like it's pretty much done. It's just staying warm. And I'll come back and put it on the chips, put some cheese, throw it in the oven. Okay, it is finally time to make our chicken nachos. So I'm gonna use some regular nachos, regular chips. It's been a long day. And I'm gonna use some Doritos as well, because I think that is gonna be yummy. So I'm gonna do half pan Doritos, half pan regular. Okay. I'm gonna use 3 bags. I love Doritos. Okay. Pile it up a little bit. Just hold the chicken. And use regular chips. Get the cheese. So we've already prepped it, so we're not in a big hurry. Okay. This. Put together. All right. Take all of our chicken. I don't know if we want all of the juices because I don't want it to get, I don't want the chips to be soggy. I still want the chips to be crunchy. So, that, you can see what I'm doing. This. So after supper, I'm gonna put my leftover cupcakes online. Hopefully I can sell them all. Okay. This makes a lot of chicken. I'm gonna This is making a lot, guys. Just to let you know. Holy smokes. I don't think we're gonna be able to eat all this. That's okay. This is supposed to feed, I think, a family of 6. I'm only feeding 4 tonight. Okay. I'm gonna take all of our cheese. See me? Just sprinkle all that on top. My oven is already on, so that's good to go. I'm gonna leave some chips without anything on it, so you can make sure you still have some crispy chips at some point. Okay, and this is going in the oven for about 10 minutes or until your cheese is nice and toasted. Okay. Okay guys, look. Oh. Chicken nachos. How awesome that these look. So delicious. Just gonna get a little bit on the plate. Here's some Dorito one. Yum. That's why I noticed that the chips I thought would be a little bit, so I kept some on the side so you can have some crunchy chips at the same time, okay? And you're just gonna add a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of onion, a little bit of tomato, a little sour cream, because it is a smidge spicy, I did notice. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's see. That. And of course I need it on a chip, right? Especially Dorito. That was not very womanly, but it was very yummy. Okay guys, like and subscribe to the channel so you can see what I'm doing next. I'll be doing a couple more Crockpot meals coming up and another couple desserts. So like and subscribe and make the chicken nachos. And make the chicken nachos. Thanks guys.